Her message arrived while I was standing in the kitchen, watching coffee darken the water like a spreading bruise. Moving away with my new man, good luck paying the mortgage. No greeting, no apology, just a sentence sharpened into a blade. I stared at the screen until the words softened. The house breathed around me, refrigerator humming, pipes ticking, sounds that pretended nothing had ended. I typed one line, "Thanks for the heads up." I sent it before doubt could interfere. On the counter, her spare phone lay face down, forgotten. I didn't touch it. I didn't need to. Weeks of late showers, the way she'd started using my name again, formal and distant, the way her suitcase was always half-packed, as if practicing escape. I took a sip of coffee. It tasted like metal. Somewhere outside, a truck rumbled. Maybe real, maybe imagined. Either way, the future clicked into place. Cold, clean. I didn't call her. I didn't ask why. I opened my laptop. She thought love had rescued her and turned me into an obstacle. She thought the mortgage was just a chain she could cut. I believed something simpler. Marriage is a contract. Contracts leave trails. I opened our joint account. Patterns surfaced. Small transfers, always after midnight, always to the same unknown routing number. At first, I told myself it was a gym membership, then charity. Then I stopped lying. Her new man had a name. I found it in a delivery notification on the spare phone, an earring she never wore home. I found his address reflected in a window behind one of her photos. I found his schedule hidden inside hers: conference, girls' night, work trip. Shock didn't explode, it drained. Denial whispered, "You can still fix this." I made dinner, washed a plate she wouldn't use, slept in the center of the bed like a boarder. In the morning, I called the bank and asked for our mortgage documents. I asked for the addendum we signed after her promotion. I asked about the clause she'd forgotten. There it was. Any change in primary residence required joint consent or the loan would accelerate. Accelerate, a precise word. I waited 3 days. I let silence do its work. I let her believe I was stunned. I exported statements, screenshotted messages, asked an attorney one question: can I protect myself without touching her? You can protect your interest, he said. Sometimes that looks like gravity. On the 4th day, she filed a residence change online. New address, new man, new life. The system noticed the breach. I authorized nothing. I stopped nothing. The acceleration notice went out. Her account would meet consequence. That night she called. "What did you do?" she asked, breathless. "Nothing," I said. "I thanked you." "They say the mortgage." "They say the contract." Silence. Another man breathing in her background. "You knew," she said. "I read," I said. The folder arrived 2 days later. Statements, timelines, printed truth. Heavy enough to feel real. When she came back to the house, she didn't knock. She stood in the doorway as if the air itself had rejected her. I slid the folder across the table. She flipped through pages. "You went through my phone. You left it." "I was going to tell you," she said. "When?" "After things settled." "They did," I said. Her hand missed mine and found the table instead. Revenge isn't loud, it's administrative. I showed her the clause, the notice, the transfer history, the math. "You can keep your new address," I said. "You can keep your new man. The loan won't pretend anymore." "What do you want?" she whispered. "I want you to stop using my name as a bridge." She sank into the chair. Her phone buzzed. Another message from the bank. The future doing calculations. "I'll come back," she said. "We can fix it." I closed the folder. "You already moved." Her screen lit again. Reality refused to negotiate. "You trapped me," she said. "No," I replied. I stepped aside. After she left, the house felt taller. I boxed what still believed it belonged to her. A scarf that smelled like airports. A photo where we smiled like interns. I left the mortgage packet on the counter, not as a threat, as a fossil. There was no victory, only the quiet relief of a machine shutting down. Betrayal doesn't always burn. Sometimes it freezes your hand steady. I didn't block her number. I didn't read her messages. A door invites return. A wall does not. Somewhere she was learning that freedom has fees. Somewhere a man was learning her real name. Somewhere a bank was learning to speak in firm sentences. I stood in the kitchen and poured coffee into hot water again. It bruised the same way. Contracts end, stories end. I stayed, she moved, and the house remembered who knew how to read.